Hello students, welcome back to the video series of corporate valuation. Last class we have discussed the problems on depreciation schedule. Today we are going to discuss the problems on cash value added, then return on capital employed and return on gross investment. This problem is asked in December 19, Jan 20 for 7 marks and 10 marks. The problem is like this. You can refer the problem through slide. A new plant entails an investment of 300 million, 250 million in fixed assets and 50 million in net working capital. The plant has an economic life of 14 years and is expected to produce a NOPAT, that is net operating profit after tax, of 21.085 million every year. After 14 years, the net working capital will be realized at par, whereas fixed assets will fetch nothing. The cost of capital for the project is 10%. The straight line method of depreciation is used. What will be the ROCE for the year 5? They asked the first question as what will be the return on capital employed for the year 5. Assume that capital employed is measured at the beginning of the year. Second question, what will be the ROGI, that is return on gross investment for the year 5. Next, third question, what will be the economic depreciation for year 5. And the last question, what will be the cash value added for the year 5. So, what they have given is a new plant entails the investment of 300 million, that is the investment in fixed assets given. Investment in fixed assets is 250 million. NOPAT, net operating profit after tax, is 21.085. Economic life is 14 years. Salvage value is equal to 0. Annual depreciation, it's a straight line method. So 250 is the investment divided by economic life of the asset is 14 years. It becomes 17.86 million is the annual depreciation. So we need to find out ROCE, ROGI, economic depreciation and cash value added. Particulars 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. End of the year. So net value of fixed assets, is calculated as, investment in the first year minus depreciation, that is 250 minus 17.86. The first one, 250 minus 17.86. 250 minus 17.86 gives you 232.14. Like that 232.14 minus 17.86. We are finding out the depreciations as straight line method. So, we are putting the same value, that is 232.14 minus 17.86 gives you 214.28. 214.28 minus 17.86 gives you 196.42. 196.42 minus 17.86 gives you 178.56. 178.56 minus 17.86, 160.7. So, this is net value of fixed assets. Second one, investment in current assets. Investment in current assets means they have given 250 million for fixed assets, remaining 50 million is for net working capital, that is we will take it as current assets, that is 50 million for all the years. Next is total capital employed, that is book value. So, total capital means net value of fixed assets, if we are taking as 1, if it is taking as 2, if it is taking as 3, 3 is equal to 1 plus 2. We need to add these two things, that is net value and investment. 232.14 plus 50 gives you 282.14, 264.28, 246.42, 228.56, 210.70. So, once again I will explain. Net value of fixed assets means this is 250 divided by 14, which we have calculated the depreciation. 250 is the fixed assets minus depreciation gives you net value of the fixed assets. So, like that we need to do for the 5 years. Next is investment in the current year assets is nothing but 50-50 for all the years. Next, total capital becomes net value of the fixed assets plus investment in the current assets gives you the total value of the total capital employed. So, next thing, first question ROCE for the year 5, that is A, ROCE, that is return on capital employed, for the year 5. NOPAT divided by capital employed into 100. So, 21.085 divided by 228.56 for the year 4, we need to take multiply by 100. So, NOPAT which they have given in the problem 21.085 divided by capital employed for the 4th year, we need to take 228.56. Okay, what will be the ROCE for the year 5? So, assume that capital employed is measured at the beginning of the year. So, we need they mentioned that capital employed is measured at the beginning of the year. That's why we have taken for the 4th year. Okay. So 4th year 228.56 into 100 gives you 9.22%. Second one, return on gross investment for year 5. Return on gross investment for the year 5. Return on gross investment. So formula is NOPAT plus depreciation divided by capital invested. NOPAT is 21.085 plus depreciation is 17.86 divided by capital invested is 300 million into 100 gives you 12.98. Once again I will explain. ROCE for the year 5, that is return on capital employed, is the formula is NOPAT divided by capital employed. So capital employed at the beginning of the year they said, so for that reason we have to take 4th year capital employed. 21.085 is NOPAT divided by capital employed is 228.56 multiplied by 100 gives you 9.22%. Coming to the ROGI, that is return on gross investment for the year 5, NOPAT plus depreciation divided by capital invested is the formula. Put those values, 21.085 plus 17.86 divided by 300 multiplied by 100 gives you 12.98 as ROGI. Next question, what will be the economic depreciation for the year 5? So economic depreciation, see, economic depreciation formula is, this is 250 million, that is fixed assets. Fixed assets is equal to X multiplied by PVIFA annuity value for 10% 14 year we need to find out. They have given in the problem 10% is the cost of the capital. So fixed asset is 250 million is equal to X multiplied by this 10% 14 years PV factor annuity table you have to refer. So value is 27.975. So I will take 27.975 X is equal to 250. X is equal to 250 divided by 27.975. Okay. You will get the answer as 8.937 million. So in order to find out economic depreciation, fixed asset multiplied by X into PVIFA. X is nothing but economic depreciation. PVIFA is nothing but annuity value for 10% 14 years you need to check. So fixed assets is 250 is equal to X into 27.975 according to annuity table. So X into 27.275 is equal to 250. X is equal to 250 divided by 27.975 gives you 8.937 million. And the last question, cash value added for the year 5. Formula is NOPAT plus depreciation minus economic depreciation minus cash invested multiply by cost of capital. So NOPAT 21.085 plus depreciation is 17.86 minus economic depreciation which we have calculated 8.937 minus cash invested is 300 minus 300, I'll write here, 300 into 0.10 is the cost of capital. 21.085 NOPAT, depreciation 17.86, economic depreciation is 8.937 minus cash invested is 300 multiplied by cost of capital is 0.10, that is 10%. So 21.085 plus 17.86 gives you 38.945 minus 8.937 minus 300 into 0.10 gives you 30. So the final answer is 0. Okay. So 38.945 and these two we should add 38.945. The answer is 0. Thank you for watching the videos of corporate valuation. All the best for your exams.